Up next, pakinggan natin ang kwento ng isang biktima ng pamamaril at kung paano biglang nasira ang kanyang mga pangarap ng dahil sa isang bala. She was young and had a full life ahead of her. Ngunit nagbago ang lahat ng isang gabi ay tutukan siya ng baril ng isang di kilalang lalaki. Let's listen to the story of Sarah, isang biktima ng hold-up at pamamaril.
August 6, 2008, on the dawn of her 23rd birthday, Tara Santelices was shot during a hold-up situation somewhere along Cainta, Rizal.
Galing sila sa isang activity, sila ng friend niya. On the way home, mga past 12, around that time, makay sila sa jeepney. After a couple of kilometers, nag-announce na ng hold-up. There was a bit of a struggle, and then the gun fired. Yun, siyang tinamaan.
Tara was able to fight for her life and survive for almost a year after the shooting. But things have never been the same for her and for her family.
Actually, we stayed for almost 10 months in the hospital. Nagkomato siya. The doctor said kahit makarecover siya, she will be in a vegetative state.
Doon na nakita yung strength, lalo ng mother niya, ng wife ko, si Anne. Because imagine every day she would go there, maski masama ang pakiramdam niya, she cannot resist not to visit her. Kasi gusto namin iparamdam sa kanya na nandoon kami palagi ito to support her morally.
And in July 27, 2009, Tara passed away due to cardiac arrest.
As a daughter, she was caring, she was helpful. In the end, the last generous gift na naibigay niya sa mga siblings niya was making her sisters a beneficiary of her life insurance.
Almost a year has passed and Tara's family is still in mourning.
Gusto mong isipin na let's move on. Pero we had her for 23 years, kaya medyo mahirap.
We're trying to move on and keep ourselves busy. Siyempre, there are times talaga na bumabalik yun. But there's always hope for us. We start from the beginning.
In a society where crime and violence is on the rise, isa lang si Tara sa maraming biktima ng gun-related violence. At sa mga pagkakataong ganito, sino nga ba ang dapat sisihin? Ang law enforcement, ang mga tao sa paligid na walang pakialam, ang assailant, o maaari rin bang sisihin ang mga biktima?
Kumisan nga sa mga conversations, sabi nila, naging reckless siya, ginagabi-gabi. Actually, it's not true. Every now and then, ginagabi. Pero hindi lang naman siyang ginagabi. Ano? Marami. Yung area yun, palaging 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, ang daming tao palagi.
Actually, we're still waiting for justice. Maraming nangyayari ngayon sa mga gun-related na yun. Maraming hold-ups. Kaya I think a message for the youth also na it's not safe to be in the streets, lalo na pag night time. Pero nobody can tell eh.
But then again, hindi rin maiwasan na kung yan ang nature ng job, lalo na yan mga BPOs. Ano? Message ko siguro, let's help each other out. Let's forewarn each other. Protect each other, maski strangers. Kung merong potential na danger, magtulungan tayo. Kung may nangyaring accident or incidents, surface to be the witness. Help to find the guy, run after the guy.
Barkada, that is it for our episode. You can follow us on Multiply and on Facebook, and you can also watch previous Y-Speak episodes for free. Just register on Catch Up TV via studio23.tv. Kita-kits tayo next week dito lang sa nag-iisang boses ng kabataan. Ito ang Y-Speak.